The objective of this video is to show you how to run the system test on the Atlan family devices. While you are in the standby screen, just go to the test button and you will have the available test procedure. In the first position, the system test, and in the second one, the leakage test. The complete system test should be performed every 24 hours. You just press on system test and you have displayed all the complete checklist you have to go through. Once you have verified all the items in the list, you just press the check. If you need to get familiarized with the procedure, you press on the walkthrough mode. Once you have selected the go-through mode, you will see a list of different group of components that you have to verify. Here you will also have some images to guide you and help you on all the different elements to verify. In the first group of tests, you will see the prerequisite to start the self-test. The first prerequisite is to verify the correct connections of all the hoses and to close the white piece. The second prerequisite is to set the APL valve to a value of 30. The last two steps are to verify that the oxygen flow control valve is closed and to verify that the switch is set to auxiliary oxygen. Once you have verified the first four prerequisites, you press the check sign. The second group of tests are related to the vaporizer. First, you will have to make sure that the vaporizer are firmly attached and locked in place. The next steps are to verify that the filling cap is completely closed and it is set to the 0 position. The last element to verify is the correct filling level of the vaporizer. Once you have verified all the different test elements for the vaporizer, you press on the check sign. The next group of tests are related to the gas flow. The first one is to verify on the back of the anesthesia device the pressure on the backup cylinders. The next steps are set the O2 switch to the oxygen position and open the oxygen flow control. You should verify that the flow meter is marking a flow, and you should also verify that the filling is correct in the manual breathing bag. Finally, you close the oxygen control valve and you put back the switch on the auxiliary oxygen position. Once you have finalized verifying on the gas flow group of tests, you press the check sign. The next group of tests to perform are the ones related to the breathing system. First, you have to verify that the hoses and the filters are correctly connected, and in the case you have expandable circuits, the length is the right one. Following, you have to make sure that the water on the breathing hose system is drained. After this, you have to verify that the inspiratory and expiratory hoses are correctly connected to the white piece. Once you have finalized with the breathing circuit test, you press the check sign. The next group of tests are related to the valves. First, you will have to verify on the electronic manometer that when you press the oxygen flush, the pressure will not rise above 45. Once you have released the oxygen flush, you have to make sure that the pressure does not go down below 15. Following, you have to lift the APL valve to alleviate the pressure in the system. As last step, you have to remove the breathing system cover, and you have to visually inspect that the inspiratory and expiratory valves are in place. Once you have finalized the test group related to the valves, you press on the check sign. The next group of test elements to verify are different components around the anesthesia device. The first one is to press in this sign and to verify the audible tones. The next element to verify is the bronchial suctioning system. Then you will have to put it to the maximum level of aspiration, and you have to verify that flow and pressure is present. Next, you have to make sure that an auxiliary resuscitator is always in the workplace. Then you have to verify on the flow of the scavenging system. To do so, you have to check that the flap is correctly positioning between the limits. When you have gone through this group of tests of the different components around the anesthesia device, just press on the check sign. The last group of elements to test are the accessories. The first element here is the soda lime. You have to verify visually on the condition of it, and then check on the date it was exchanged for the last time. This is to verify that the exchange frequency has been respected. The next element to verify is the gas measurement sample line. Here you have to make sure that it's tightly attached. The last element of the accessories to verify is the gas measurement water trap. Here you will also see on the display the date of the last exchange of the water trap. That is again to verify that the exchange frequency has been respected. Once you have verified on the last group of tests, again you press the check sign and the self-test will start. Notice that there are two parts in the self-test. In the first one, during the initialization phase, just stay right next to the device. Once this session has finalized, then you can continue with another task. After the self-test has finalized, the system will take you to the standby display. Here you can see through this green flag that the system is fully operational. Once you are in this stage, you can start using the device for mechanical ventilation. If you want to verify in the details on all the different components checked during the self-test, you can press the detail button. Then you can return by pressing the cancel button.